Great presentation, Heather. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. All right, up next, it's my pleasure to introduce Michael Perrone and Sanrel. Come on up, Michael.
Hey there. I'd like to talk to you about Sanrel today. We build industry from the ground up. So I started this company past couple of years after working at some other startups, 3 total. One of the first team members on each one, and lots of experience with metal, like 3D printing, material science generally. And Anna River Burgess is our first hire, operations manager, with relevant experience at Amazon Robotics. Yeah. So I started Sanrel to address a problem in the market. There's a trouble on the horizon for small businesses and even some medium companies figuring out their supply chains right now. A lot of the companies remaining in the US really just do large order sizes. I was looking for metal wire for a project, for example. I needed 20 kilograms of a custom alloy of wire, and the supplier was asking for a minimum order size of 50 tons, which just wasn't going to work. And I realized that a lot of other startups have this exact same problem too. So we help startups now. We now help startups find scale applicable processes. So that saves companies money, and or fundamentally enables production capabilities they wouldn't have had access to. And we plan to grow with our customers during that. So one good example is this ceramic machining process. This is 5 times cheaper than the traditional ceramic machining process, and we can just make this ceramic material out of effectively talcum powder, and it's a proprietary, it's a trade secret process for sintering the stuff, and it's perfectly machinable. And then you fire it in an oven, and yeah, it's really good for small scale. If you need to produce a small production run, 30 parts, 100 parts, it's amazing. 1,000, not so much, but a lot of startups aren't at that sort of scale, so it's scale applicable. Once you get that big, you can find a supplier anyway, usually. So our next steps are to get more equipment, to expand our capabilities in-house, and start up our marketing, because we've been making a profit already without any marketing spend, just word of mouth so far, with consulting and things. And yeah, we plan to partner with Forge Impact and other local organizations who have recognized that this is a problem in the industry. Forge Impact started out at Greentown Labs, which does a lot of hardware startups. And they were all having the same issue, finding suppliers. So if we can get them in-house processes and make the component to sell to them, we have the IP there, and it's a good deal for everyone. So right now we're adjacent to industrial production markets and rapid prototyping. These are conservative estimates here, but each very quickly growing and fairly large. We grew 200% in the last year, and Forge Impact, which I mentioned on the previous page, in the past 2 years has helped over 500 startups with this exact sort of problem. So there's certainly a market for this if we can find the right people to work with. So we want to prove out that scale applicable processes and material science expertise are a good accompaniment to rapid prototyping and for designing industrial processes. And if we can prove that out, Exometry and Protolabs, these are both making roughly $100 million revenue per year. Companies like that might just be willing to acquire us at that point, which is a good exit for early investors. So we have already 120K revenue, 15K profit, just word of mouth, no marketing spend yet. We have a utility patent for semi-solid metal printing in review, and all sorts of trade secret processes for scale applicable production, and a lot of experience developing those at this point. And yeah, a lot of possible strategic partners in the area. So we're looking for 100K to expand our machinery capabilities in-house and to start our marketing to really prove out that this is a viable market, is the market that we believe it is. And at that point, an acquisition may follow, and that would be excellent. And, oh, yeah, and other possibilities as well. Any questions?
So just again, just thank you for your presentation. So how much have you raised in non-dilutive funding to build your MVP?
Right now, we've bootstrapped the whole way.
You bootstrapped the whole way. Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And what is your beachhead? And how do you expect to scale from there?
So our beachhead market, right now we're making a good profit in general material science consulting. We have some companies in the energy sector working with us. We have an angel investor, and we're right now. That's really, I don't know how much I can actually say about that energy technology, but it's very interesting and nonetheless.
Great presentation. What form of the, you raised 100K, what form is that going to take for your company?
That it's broken down just like here. That'll go to a marketing specialist and then equipment mainly. And
No,
then,
is it equities? It's what kind of instrument are you?
oh yeah, that's up for discussion. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Pretty impressive to turn a profit pretty early in the
Thank you.
business. So great job.
Thank you very much. All set? Okay.